Well, hello there, you two, and welcome to I think it was 54 degrees the minimum, or the low last night. Today's Wednesday the 13th of August. It's a Wednesday, it's hump day. I hear a tractor running out there. Them boys out there doing something. Boy, he sure has gathered some equipment out there. Somehow that became a massive storage place. Massive. I hear something big running out there. But anyway, it's going to be a beautiful day. Highs of 78, I think, today. Here at the house, our thermometers reached 100 degrees here yesterday. I knew it was supposed to be a little warmer here than it was in Vancouver, which I thought it was the other way around, but it wasn't. I think Vancouver got to 97, maybe 98. But, oh man, I'm seeing some red in the trees over there. It's going to happen fast. Before you know it, we'll be crying about it raining all the time. We'll be going, well, we should have done all this and done that when it was all nice. You never get everything done you want to. But anyway, let's roll on to the Southland. Yo, come on along. 72 degrees and mostly sunny, other than just little patchies here and there. It's not going to be nowhere near as hot today. Vancouver saying 77.
I'll take it.
Heck yeah.
I think it's going to raise higher than 6 degrees, but it's still better than the 95.
Yeah.
100 from
Yeah.
yesterday.
Yeah, that was hot.
Yes, it was.
That felt warm. That was our first taste of the heat.
Mm-hmm.
What's funny, if it does it every day, it's just like the norm.
Yeah. And it
Yeah, it's
doesn't
like,
bother you.
yeah. Then it gets,
Just can't go from cold to wham.
yeah, if it was 72, you'd be freezing, you'd be wearing a coat.
Yeah.
You get so used to the warm weather.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing how fast we climatize. I'll
Yes.
get it all spit out. I'll try. Anyway, Mama,
Yes,
let's go in there and bust out a...
Wednesday.
I think I might have said it was Wednesday yesterday. Did I do that?
I didn't hear you say Wednesday.
Oh.
Anyway.
It is Wednesday today.
Yes.
All right. Welcome
All
to
right.
Hump Day, and have a good day.
You too.
All right.
All
Love you. See you. Bye.
I love you.
Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.
All right. I'll give you guys a visual of what's going on and why I have to take the shock off and squat this thing. Because this is under tension. So in other words, the belt is going to stay even, and it's going to bow down and go to the rear sprocket. So what I have to do is squat it until there's enough clearance so that wheel spins. That way it takes all the torque off of that. So we're going back together now. Look how high I have to jack that jack up to get that bolt back in that shock. Isn't that crazy? I mean, a regular Spyder, it's probably maybe about this high. But look at the amount of throw the rear suspension has on this thing. Is that crazy or what? That's why these babies float. How cool is that? But as you can see, now the belt has tension going around that wheel. And needless to say, you're never going to get this thing apart with all that tension on that roller. That's roller. That's crazy, huh? Kind of beefed up. Looks like a more durable wheel on the idler arm. Not a tensioner, an idler arm. Don't put tension on these belts. You put the tension using your axle. It's like, you wouldn't put a tensioner. I know they did. Yamaha was famous for that on their dirt bikes. But one of the main reasons they did that, it's similar to this, but in a different way. This is to reduce vibration because the Kevlar, it'll vibrate going across the top brain. And this thing just has light, has like no tension to it at all. It's an idler arm, not a tensioner arm. Well, Yamaha did it because the suspension, they had longer suspension with their monolinks, and when the suspension would top out, that's the tension on the chain would change back and forth. Everything's the tightest when the center of your primary sprocket or pulley, whatever, and the swing arm pivot and this axle, when everything's lined up. I could take a ruler and line all that up. That's the tightest that'll be. But now with it extended, it's, the wheel's essentially off the ground. It's loose. Well, the chains would leap off the sprockets back in the day. So Yamaha, they called them tensioners, but it's kind of in a roundabout way doing the same thing. And if you remember those old Yamahas, if you reached down and sprung that thing down, because you had to kind of spring it down to get the free play out of your chain, just like you do with these. I always just reach up there. Well, Spyders, I can reach in there with my hand and boom, hit the little sonic tester. But cool beans. Always tell you guys, you learn something new every day. So going back together with this thing, I realized that I didn't have to take the front panel, the headlight, garnish these rails on the side and loosen these so that I could pop out the center console to get to some screws, push pins, whatever were inside there. But when I was taking it apart, I realized this is two pieces. It wasn't one. And this kind of pops in with these little clips. And then you have, there's a hook in the front, two push pins. And then there's a large screw here. And then you take this large screw out, and this thing has some body clips. You pop it out and slide back. And then there's two great big screws like this with a let me see, I didn't tighten it, with a large washer that goes on, and then that has some body pins. Clack, pops off, and that's all you need is this assembly. This seat off, a screw there, take that lower panel off, and two screws down there, and the thing's off. So it's actually pretty easy. And then you got the access panel. This is to gain access to your air filter, and they just got the slip. They got pins, spring-loaded pins. And if you don't have it in there correctly, you get the nice little red warning. Say, dude, you're not clipped in. Pretty cool. And that's what the bulletin for it, all it said was to remove this and this. And they just show that typical black and white picture and like a maroon color or whatever color they had for this whole panel and that whole panel, but no instructions how to get there. And there's still not a manual for it, so you just have to sort it out. Wasn't that hard. I just took some extra steps. I mean, it's super quick to put back together. You're just like one screw here. There's a couple of screws for the front of this, because this rail goes down and clicks to the front. I mean, it's not like I wasted any time. And then there's one screw holding the back of the center panel, and then this is held with body clips, and you give her a quick little pop thing. Body clips pop loose. And that's it. So, not that bad of a deal. Especially, learning what you learn. I even took these screws out, and there's a couple of body pins that hold this, but then I could see that there was just a hook in the front. So all I had to do is hit those two push pins, and then 3 bolts and body clips in other places, and so you pop them loose, and then a big hook. I don't know, you might even be able to see it. No, it's well hidden. It's a big hook that grabs into the front structure up here. They thought these things out very, very well. They're lovely. God almighty. All right, one down. Hey. This is actually not the red rock that I was working on. This is the second one. Flew through that one because there's no investigating. I'm very cautious and never want to damage anything, So overly cautious. But, you know, as I explained, I took too many things apart on it. I guess I could have looked at YouTube University, and it's probably someone that's taking one apart, but oh, these things are nice. It's crazy how high off the ground you are, though. Wow. That screen has a little bit of a disturbance there that I see when it's that high. Plus, I like to sail, look right over them. I don't think it'll let me touch anything. There we go. Got to use all the Emmanuel controls. Ooh, that breeze feels good. It's just nuts. Every time I ride one of these things, I feel like I'm floating on a pillow. The bumps that I take this route so often, I mean often, as you guys know, and you know where the bumps are and what they feel like, and you ride a canyon through here. This is the first time actually taking one of my test routes, because oh cool, they put the little kickers on there, because the only two I've ridden was this one. Well, I guess I've ridden 3, 4, however many it's been, but they're all been, you know, brand new units. Oh, it's so nice. I love that it's got like an adventure shield that does everything a shield needs to do, but doesn't make you feel like you're behind, you know, a windshield of a convertible. It's funny, the goal is to get no wind on me, and I'm thinking, why are you riding a motorcycle? Doesn't that kind of take that away? At least the big old shields like on the Road Kings, and Flirty's actually a little bit smaller. You get that wind effect from them. You get tossed and tussled about. I'm gonna take my little suspension road over here and see how a canyon handles this thing. It'll shake your teeth out like on a Riker or like a standard F3, because there's no airbag or nothing, no auto adjustment. It just kind of it floats. You get no jar, no harsh feedback. It's just this soft. Oh, that's so nice. Anyway, it's funny how that works once you've gone through one and you know what you need to do. How much quicker you can go through the second one. You know just what to do and when. Yeah, for my farsightedness, these glasses are absolutely junk. So we paid extra to have this nice wide, the adjustment area, so you're not looking through a little thing. Literally at distance, it's like the equivalent of looking through some cat eyes in the sunshine. There's literally like a line, and they're not aligned with my eyes, and I can't read signs until they're right up on me. They are literally causing double vision. I mean, I can't make out. Like the word, I'll tell you on this little, I don't even know what it says. Oh, it just says ahead. Okay, that's when I started seeing it. But see, even now when I look at it, I kind of have this double vision thing. I don't know how you mess that up. But on the reverse side of that, for reading, it is literally the best set of prescription glasses ever. They absolutely nailed the reading. I did all my videos, all my other prescription glasses, I have to take them off and just use my little cheap Walmart readers, because it just, this fisheye look that was horrible. That boy's so wrapped up and back in that car in there, he doesn't see a thing around him. He could have ran over a cat and a dog and whatever else out there. He'd have never been none the wiser. He wouldn't have stopped until he heard the glass breaking and the women screaming. It's funny, some of the people you catch out here all the time. But yeah, so I don't know how long I have. I think it's, I don't know. I'll wear them today, bring them tomorrow. I didn't bring anything to use if I was to take them in, but either they messed up on the prescription or messed up on the, you know, making of the deal. So I was riding to work and I just take them off and just use my bare eyes, and pretty much the only difference was the glasses have a magnified look, my bare eyes don't, but the stigmatism, whatever, is literally just barely better with the glasses than without. It gives me this weird, like I'm floating feeling, and I don't like that at all. I mean, right away when I put them on in the store, I looked out across the mall and I went, nope. So he made an adjustment. He goes, well, it wasn't quite centered on your face. It did make it better, but the prescription for the, is that farsightedness? I don't know. It's not even with my eyes, and the just feather thin area, I have no peripheral, nothing that's in focus, where the other glasses I had just absolutely, I mean, other than the reading stuff, I couldn't use them. But, you know, everything else, they were absolutely so crystal clear. Kelly was amazed at what I could read and how far away I could read it. Back, you know, before I turned 40 and my eyes started getting old. I remember being a kid, getting eye exams and stuff like that, and them freaking out going, you have like freakishly good eyesight. And the one weird thing I could do is, like as my hair, I thought there was something stuck to the sun was shining on my little finger hairs, but I could take something and literally stick it almost right to my lens and I could see it. Like I could read jets that weren't readable, and the guy just going, how can you get it so close to your eyes? But yeah, some old dude says, he goes, you know, better enjoy that. He goes, when you get older, you're gonna lose all that. Well, he's right. But man, the close-up stuff, you know, like looking at them bars and stuff, oh, I can count the perforations and the, you know, rough texture of all that. So nice. If I get my other glasses that got ran over, have that view ahead and the reading below, I would be dialed. Please pay attention to me turning, because I gotta slow down. Yeah, they weren't. Had that panic look on their face, like, oh my God, almost like I was gonna get a finger or something, even though I clearly had my turn signal on for a while. And touching, touch, dabbing my brakes. I couldn't tell if they were staring at their phone, but I'm sure that's probably what was going on. That boys are going, man, what the heck is that thing? Because you see one of these things, your first thought is not a Spyder. They have such a unique look to them. Man, just that suspension going over them bumps, that, oh, it's so crazy nice. Hands down, without a split second of thought. If I was to buy a Can-Am 3-wheeler, without question, it'd be a Canyon. They knocked that ball so far out of the park, they ain't never gonna find it. It's just gone. Nobody caught it. Might have landed in somebody's windshield somewhere, but nobody's ever finding that ball. They have a nice spunkiness to them too. Well, we got to see the sky floating out here today. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, yep, he's there. He was hiding betwixt some Hey, we're both green. Almost. If this was just a skosh darker in gloss, there might be a run for it. I forget about them backup cameras until suddenly it appears. How cool is that? You get the flashing lights and everything on there. That's nice. Got to give her a walk around. Look how bright. I don't know what brand that is. Now, those fog lights don't, it's not that they're weak. They point towards the ground. They work great as fog lights. Not running lights. Those are running lights, those are fog lights. And they're plenty bright. Them things sure do look good. She's got that tank bag on there too, part of the link system. And then it hooks behind the tank. You might have to knock the seat loose to get it off, because it kind of captures that one little piece. That's nice. Dang. So I need to get back and get that slipper clutch in that F3S down there. The guy's been totally cool. But the time has come. Need to get her done. Boy, putting that thing on my bench, I'm the only one down there, so I can run and get them up there by pushing them, but why kill yourself? At the very least, trip, yank the wheels one way and roll the thing off the bench. Of course, we've had them, learning lessons, like make sure the wheels aren't wet and you don't have any oil residue in your rack. They just slide off, and the round edges of that rack doesn't even scratch anything. But you don't try to slide the thing off. You need to stop right there, and you and another person need to pick the wheel up and just squeak the thing back over onto the rack. You try to slide it off, you start hitting things. And just feeling the suspension, like when you're accelerating and braking, I just love that adventure bike feeling to it. And it's so soft and supple. I guess, it's like everything else. You get into different modes, and as you change riding modes, it changes the suspension. So all that's so cool. Lovely, lovely. Can-Am 3-wheeler, the old Canyon Red Rock. Alright, thanks for coming along for the rip. Boy, that's nice. Well, hello there, YouTube. Man, 70 degrees and a light breeze.
Perfect.
It is comfortable. And we stopped at Walmart's, had to get gas. It's 7:30 at night.
Yeah, it's late.
We left work an hour and a half ago.
Yeah?
No, two and a half hours ago.
Yeah.
Holy moly. Sasha's already ready for a walk. Some clouds looming in over there. Rain's not supposed to start till Friday.
Yeah.
Don't be messing around out there now.
I know.
But anyway, it feels great.
Mm-hmm.
For a change, really good.
Yeah.
It was 82 at work. I think that's the highest I've seen it.
It felt awfully hot.
Yeah, but 82, like when we left, there's no way that was, 14 degrees cooler when we left yesterday.
Yeah.
It did not, maybe 5 degrees or 10 degrees. Not even that.
I don't know.
It felt
it was
the same.
hot. Yeah.
We hit the freeway and off went the air conditioner. But anyway, it's one day with the Spyders. Well, canyons and F3s. Did I talk to you about the F3? I'm not sure I did. No, that'll be something to talk to you about tomorrow. So, anyway, on that, we're going to roll.
Alrighty, well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give a thumbs up, and you guys have an amazing Thursday or Friday.
Heck yeah. All right. Till the morning.
Yep, we see you then.
Thanks for watching now. Bye-bye.